Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's episode.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Tonight's episode of Off Kilter. This is number.
You need to shut the up.
We're going to be talking
The
about.
Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage
Oh,
aerobic
God.
capacity test.
That one's for Kirsten.
We're going
I
to.
hate my life.
We're going to be talking about our own book collections, what we like to read, and if you have, we would like to know what your favorite genre is. We do record this for YouTube, so put it in the comments down below. What's your favorite book and what favorite genre you like to read. Hey guys, Beziie here. I just want to let you know that my mic volume is lower than normal, so I had to turn up everybody more so it might be a little loud with everyone else according to me. So I apologize in advance, and I hope you guys enjoy the podcast episode. So you guys can also find us on Spotify, Audible, Amazon Prime, and iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
Good job, Alex.
I'm gonna fill in.
He filled in.
April would be proud.
She would absolutely be proud. But yeah, there's a link. There'll be a link tree in the description as well, where the podcast is and where you can listen to it and watch it. And without further ado, let me introduce everybody that is here today for this episode. If you're watching this on YouTube, below me you have Kirsten, aka Kcbooth 13.
Hello.
Next to Kirsten, we have Lynn, aka Parker.
Hello.
And above her, we have Alex, aka Croissant on Fire.
Jimmy Smack.
There it is.
Oh, God.
I don't know why that was the.
As tradition of.
It wasn't even a good Jimmy's mom either. That was garbage.
That was weak.
Hey, do it again. Do it again.
Jimmy Smack.
Nope, too high pitch.
No, that's not good either. That's too high.
Yeah, that one a little too high. Okay, go on.
As tradition, and my name is Josh, aka Beziie. I'm your host for Off Kilter. As tradition of the podcast, Alex here usually has a fact for us after the intro. So what do you got for us today, Alex?
Did you know that penguins shit with the greatest force of any known animal? As if they did it slower, they would lose internal body heat.
Oh.
Yeah, that's for a stupid fact.
I'm just imagining a penguin shitting so hard that he flies up like a rocket.
Here's another dumb fact. Did you know that Gary Newman is 13 days older than Gary Oldman?
Yeah, that's another random fact. All right.
Wow. Okay.
That was the first one I had in mind because it was really fucking stupid.
So, like I said before, we are going to talk about our own book collections and what we like to read. Because we had a little of a tangent last episode when it came to books. We talked about for like 5 or so minutes about what we like to read, and
that was in the after show, right?
No, that was during the YouTube portion.
I thought that was
No,
that was in the after show.
Because Kirsten mentioned that we can do that as an episode so we can get back on the track.
But wasn't that in the after show? She mentioned that.
No, it was during the recording.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that during the recording, but okay.
I'm pretty sure it was during the recording because why would we bother going back to what we were doing if it was in the after show?
Why are long pants long? I don't know.
Why are short pants
short?
I don't fucking know. I can't answer these questions. I'm not a tailor.
Sweat?
Yeah. All right.
What?
I don't know.
What did you say?
Nothing.
What did he say?
Okay. What did he say? Oh no, I've got that one. Hold on. Where did I put it? Is that in my Discord?
What did he say?
There it is.
There it is. Yeah, that's it. So I'm thinking we can start by just going around and saying what genre we like to read and what our favorite book is, and then we can go from there. We can start with Kirsten and go around.
What the fuck? Why can't we start with you, Mr. Host?
You want to? Okay, you want to start with the host? We can start.
Yeah,
with the
you're
host.
right. Start with yours because mine's bad.
You put her on the spot. She's gonna talk about porn.
That's rude.
I don't know. Hey, listen, it's very common these days. Wrong. If you do, like, there's no judgment.
No, of course not. Never. So actually, the genre I really like to read are mysteries. I also like suspense thrillers, like Stephen King books. I don't know why I like mysteries so much. I guess I just like to try to figure out who did it in the end. Haha, who done it butts. like Agatha Christie and Sir Conan Arthur Doyle is
Are you telling me it wasn't Professor Plum in the library with the candlestick?
no,
No.
it wasn't, buddy. I'm sorry.
Damn.
But
I
yeah,
like
no,
Clue.
I love Sherlock Holmes. It was when I first read Sherlock Holmes, it was one of my favorite mystery books. The way he deducts things is, I wish I could be like that. It would just be a cool like little power to have. To be
Okay,
completely
then
honest.
off topic. Robert
Sure.
Downey Jr. or Benedict Cumberbatch?
Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch. I think
Ooh, okay.
I think does a better Sherlock than Robert Downey Jr. does.
I've never watched it, but I did hear that the show was actually good and worth
I-
watching.
Oh,
so
Sherlock?
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I get it.
I was in the middle of watching Sherlock on Amazon Prime, and they got rid of it. It's
Of
not
course
on,
they did.
It's not in Canada anymore. It's like fuckers. I was in the middle of that.
Well, you keep going with your book. I'll check to see if it's on Netflix.
I don't think it is. But yeah, no, it's mystery books. Like I've read a couple of Agatha Christie's books as well. I believe I read the Orient Express and the Nile River one. I believe I also read. Those are really good. I really enjoyed those.
Hmm.
I'm
Sorry,
sorry,
something I can tell me where I can find this.
I lost my
Sorry,
train.
come
I
on.
lost my train of thought there. But with suspense and thriller as well, I've read a lot of Stephen King. Actually, way more than I thought I would. Like I've read his Dark Tower series. I've read It. I've read The Shining. The Last Stand. Just I'm not a fan of horror movies, but I guess reading the suspense thriller books are. I guess it kind of makes it less for me. Like it's not scary reading it than it is to watch it. Because I'm a little bitch when it comes to horror shows, like especially religious horror. Hate that shit.
The TV show's just called Sherlock, right?
Yep, it's just
Yeah,
Sherlock.
Sherlock.
Okay, yeah, then I can't find anything
No,
to watch it.
it was on Amazon Prime and they got rid of it. And I'm
Of course
annoyed.
they did.
Yeah.
Did they pull the Netflix?
Well, they usually do. Like they gotta get rid of stuff eventually.
Oh no, I'm just making a joke against Netflix because you know them. It's like once they add a movie, they have to take away 17 others that were good,
Mm-hmm.
and they always have the
yeah,
second one instead of the first one.
but yeah, those are my favorite. Those are my favorites. Mystery. I love reading Sherlock Holmes, and suspense thrillers. I like reading Stephen King.
Yeah, my mom likes Stephen King books. I don't get it. His
I-
books
he-
are fucked. They're
There are
heavily
some of them that are
fucked.
really fucked. I will say.
Yeah, there's some
They're-
dark shit in those books.
But I think Carrie was a darker book, and I listened to Carrie, but it was still a little dark.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Who's Carrie?
she was.
Maybe sir.
She was.
I-
She was
I'm ready.
bullied, and then she has psychic powers, and then
Of
essentially
course.
kill people at the end.
This
Spoilers.
is why we don't bully people.
Yes.
Yes. All right, Kirsten. Why don't you go next?
Okay.
What was that
Uh,
fucking noise?
Some
What?
grumbling. Someone grumbled.
It just sounded weird.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
I'm Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hi, Woody. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Sorry.
I like. It depends. I mostly go towards more of the romance kind of books. I don't like.
Nice.
You had that ready to go.
Yes, I did.
You dick. Why?
I was waiting for her to say something along the lines of like smutty books or like anything like that. Like romance not good enough. Hit the button.
It's like, okay, hit this button. I like more romance. And fantasy more than anything else. But I more lean towards fantasy. Like even if it doesn't have romance, I can still do like fantasy books. That are not smut books. Like I like Terry Goodkind kind of books. With the Sword Shoe series. But my first like introduction to books was like Harry Potter, and then Twilight. So they're all sort of kind of fancy. And then if I do realism books, it's more of romance than anything else. So I do like I tend to go to those more. Suspense books sometimes. I do have the Witcher series, and I don't mind that.
Ooh, I got it too.
Yeah, I don't mind the Witcher series at all. I do quite like it because I like the game. I do like sometimes graphic novels. Not often. not that kind of graphic, like actual like graphic novels that have like.
Oh,
Well, I've read 50 Shades of Grey. Like, yes,
I took
I've read
that
those.
as like smutty.
Oh,
I'm
No,
like graphic novels. I'm like, so where they're talking about what they're doing. Yeah.
no,
yeah, they
no,
have
that's
pictures.
just no. They have
I don't think
pictures.
those books had pictures.
Jesus.
I don't think those books should
Um,
ever have pictures.
No, you just watch the movie.
Yeah, I've heard those
Mm.
movies are pretty graphic too. Never seen them.
Not really compared to the books, but anyway,
Well, okay,
I
but
think
half of the shit in the books you cannot show in a movie, let alone on TV.
yeah, you can.
Unless it's X
I don't,
rated.
are you sure?
Yeah,
It has to
half
be.
it wasn't.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean they did 365 days, and that one was really bad.
Didn't watch that movie. Who was in that?
Yeah, don't do it.
I'm gonna Google it on incognito mode.
That's a smart thing to do.
Just in case. Anyhow, go on. You said 365 days?
I think
Yes.
that's what it's called. It may not be days. It may have something else.
It was in
But straight up,
2020?
yeah, that's about right.
So, Kirsten, going back to what your
Mm-hmm.
your books, your romance books.
Romance, and then if I do have realism, I will say I do go into the young adult sometimes
Mhm.
books. I've been trying to get into the Fourth Wing. I haven't done it yet. I only got a little bit into it.
Isn't that
But
another?
that one's
What?
Isn't that another smut book?
no, it is not. That is young adult.
Oh, okay.
That is not a smut book. They may have like sexual innuendos in it, but it's not a sex book.
Mhm.
The only like smut book that I have like read is the Akatar. 50 Shades I've read.
Oh, you didn't like Ray?
Hurtful.
I've read crap, I had it in my head and then I lost it. God damn it. Stupid. Zodiac Academy I really liked. And stuff. But there's some books like I will go back to that I've already read. Like I've reread I think the Harry Potters multiple twice. I've reread some of like my young adult books. But stuff like that. I like more of that stuff.
Nice. What about we'll go to Lynn next. What about you, Lynn? What do you like to read?
I recently have gotten myself into memoirs and not
Ooh.
necessarily autobiographies, but yeah, they're quite interesting.
Have you read the
guess.
Matthew McConaughey one?
Not yet, but that is on my
that's-
list of
Alright.
things to watch.
You have to
That's
listen to him do
McConaughey.
it.
Josh, you haven't fucked
Matthew
around.
Perry is Friends.
Yeah, Matthew Perry is really good, and then the
It's
Matthew
who just
McConaughey.
died last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, how do we get on Matthew Perry?
Matthew Perry has.
Oh
an
wait, yeah, sorry,
autobiography.
we're talking about.
Memoir.
Yeah, no.
Memoirs.
I know,
Yeah.
but I had my head around Matthew McConaughey, so then I heard
Well,
yeah,
Matthew
I know.
Perry. I'm like,
Matthew McConaughey does have a book, and that one is super good. It's called Green Lights, and if you do listen to him read it, it's very good.
made me think of Squid Games.
Does he go all right in the book?
He talks about where he got that from.
Oh, okay.
How that become
Yeah.
his signature line.
I guess.
Yeah. He talks about like his childhood and on. But anyway, continue, Lynn. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. You are good.
So
Yeah, that's
more
pretty
of
much
that.
it. I'm dyslexic otherwise, so I don't really necessarily read, but I've been wanting to read the Twilight books since I've been in high school, and I still have yet to read them.
They're thick books, surprisingly enough.
The
They are.
first book is so long for
It's a
no
long
reason.
book.
Okay.
It's a long-winded book. I've read the series. The first one is very long-winded.
You've read the
Oh my
series,
God.
Jordan?
I have read the Twilight series one summer. Yes.
It's not bad.
It's
It's better than the
not.
movies.
It is better than the movies. I will agree. It is way better than the movie.
But yeah, because the characters in the books probably have facial expressions.
Yeah, Bella's not a stupid character.
I was gonna say, I wonder who doesn't.
Do you do audiobooks at all, Len?
Yeah, I've recently started getting into those as well. It does help because obviously I'm not reading But I have to not be doing anything else at the same time. So I can't be working and listening to it at the same time, or else then I have to go back and re-listen to it 50 times in order to me to actually
That man's door open.
actually understand what it's actually saying or what they're
By the
saying
way,
on
we
the
could see it in the back of your fucking window.
Oh yeah, probably it's fine. But no, that's no. I do audiobooks as well. I do it for work because I'm a line assembly worker, so I don't really have the time to sit down and read a book. So I just I pop on my headphones for about 2 hours, 2 hours a day for the book I'm listening to, which is oddly enough the Witcher series. I just finished the second one, so I need to
very
wait
He's a
good.
line worker at work.
for audio listeners. He pretended to pick his nose because there's a running joke that whenever I go to work, I don't do anything but sit there and pick my nose.
He literally said 1 month he had a job where his job was basically to walk around and pick his nose.
No, I didn't pick my nose. I was in
I wish.
inspection, and all I did was walk around a van and visually inspect things. That's what I did for a month. That is an actual job that is in that plant.
I really hope you were one of those people that just like did a circle around the car and you're like, all right, looks good, and walked off.
I mean, then you go to the next one. That's pretty much it.
You don't look inside or anything.
You only, depending on which area you're at, you only look at where your desired sections are. Yep.
People get paid for that.
100%.
I
Alex,
got paid to wipe my own ass.
Jesus.
What? That would be a dream job.
Just to pay to wipe your own. Okay, we're getting we're getting off track here. We're getting off track.
That's what I do best.
That is what you do best. You do.
What were we talking about?
Books.
Yeah.
Oh yes, he said he just finished a second Witcher book. No, you're good, April.
No, you're fine, April. You're good. We just the three myself, Kirsten, and Lynn just finished talking about our favorite genres and favorite books.
I'm assuming when you say the second Witcher book, you mean like the second short stories Witcher book?
Oh,
because the first were technically like short stories.
So I did book 0, then I did book 1 and book 2. So I guess I read 3 of them.
Okay.
So not Contempt. I just finished Contempt. I'm on the one after that, which I forget which it's called.
Yeah, okay, so Last Wish and wait, did you say Contempt?
That's the second book.
And then you've technically skipped 2 of them.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, The Last Wish and Sword of Destiny you technically read first because they're both just a bunch of short stories.
Oh,
they both take place like different because those are the 2 ones I have read through. They both take place like at random points in the whole Witcher series, but they're technically just a bunch of short stories. And then the actual like book series starts with Blood of Elves.
Oh, so okay, so I did.
Yeah, I looked into it before I started reading them because I had them all, and I was like, which one do I read first?
So Audible, I use Audible, and Audible usually, if there's a series, it'll show you the books in order that you can grab off Audible and start listening to.
I mean, you can keep reading them how they are. Just chances are, when you get to both of them, you might hear shit you already knew about.
Probably. I was actually trying to look for it, but I will look for that later. But yeah, so we're just going to start with Alex now, and
I'm Alex in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, so
only in certain countries, though.
So what's your favorite genre book you like to read, and what's your favorite book you have read?
No idea. I'm gonna assume it's probably either fiction or fantasy.
Okay.
Currently going through the Witcher series, like I just stated. It's taken me like 2 years because I'm not good at sticking to books.
About 3.
Fuck off.
It's about 3, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, probably.
Talk about Richard.
I haven't read too many read through too many series or actually like stuck with them. I have this weird thing where I have to like either like the movie or the TV show, or I will have no interest in reading the books. So, hence why I'm reading The Witcher, because the Witcher show is fucking amazing. I read through the Hunger Games series. That one was pretty good. Because I read through it mainly because I saw the movie first. Was gonna go see the movie again with a friend, and he told me I won't go see it with you unless you read the book to, see all the difference and shit. I'm like, fine, I'll read the fucking book then. Yeah, April, it was a good series, April. It honestly was a good series. So, and I did notice all the differences from the books to the movies.
Well, yeah, they take
Yeah.
they take out a lot of stuff from the book.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people that really bothers, but I get it.
No, it doesn't bother me either.
Well, it's not that they take out a lot of stuff; it's just a lot of stuff you can tell is different.
Well, it's both. Because they changed some stuff to make sure the canon of the movie stays
Hashtag books are better than movies.
somewhat the same.
A lot of people
I guess
believe that.
it depends on the book.
Well,
in my
like
opinion of that.
what I read, because Josh, I know you've watched the Witcher series, right?
Mhm.
So I guess in the books, you don't really get a big backstory of Yennefer.
Nope.
I guess
you
that's
don't.
very, very like TV
Show-based.
show.
Yeah, that's
yes.
show-based. Yeah, there's
Mhm.
nothing.
So like you
above
get
it.
bits and pieces of her backstory, but like there's no actual backstory. So like I had to Google that to
Yeah.
be like, okay, well, like how much of this shit's true?
The when it comes to that, I'm pretty sure it could be in the short stories, maybe. I don't know. Have you listened
She's
to
in the
stories?
short stories, but once again, like no backstory. Like
And
the first two books,
Mhm.
yeah, barely anything. But it's like either already met her or
Mhm.
like meeting her, like, but yeah, no, like when she was a kid, this happened, and this is her grown up now, and yeah, none of that.
So I think it's also because of the fact that the perspective is on Geralt. And
Yes.
even though the books do jump from different scenarios to different characters, I still believe it's in the line of Dandelion telling Geralt what's happening in the second book, and then it jumps to Ciri when it comes to her part, since those two are the main characters in the main story.
Mhm.
She's in the series in the short stories, but like
Yeah.
differently described than
Yes,
the show
yes,
tells you.
yes. I think
Um,
she's younger. I think she's younger in the
No, she's still a
show.
kid. Just she goes through a bunch of shit you don't see in the TV show, or that either
Yes.
like happens later on.
Yeah.
That's the same in the game series.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I haven't played the games. I've been told to. Well, at least no. Sorry, I've been told to play 3. I haven't been told to play all the games. Just number 3.
I tried to play.
Two's not bad. 1 is a little off, but 2's not bad.
I tried to play
Okay.
number 3, but I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, everybody's told
Oh,
me
I love
number 3
3.
is like one of the best games ever made. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, maybe
Yeah.
one day, but I've got a lot of shit to play. I always have a lot of shit to play. It's me.
Mhm.
Yeah, 3's great.
So, the next thing I just want to mention, because I this did come up last episode, and I don't think we probably said everything, but I want to reiterate what happened. Kirsten and I have a deal, and
God damn it.
Kirsten and I have a deal. She wanted me to read The Court of Thorns and Roses, that
Yeah.
fairy
He
book.
wanted you to read porn.
It is not porn,
and
asshole.
She wanted me to read that series.
Kirsten, is it porn?
It's
No.
not. It's not porn.
I think the
Are
other
you
ones are a
sure?
little worse. The 4th book is no. Hold on.
And Kirsten has to read the
That's
books
the
I
worst.
picked so I can keep reading the series.
I
I
still haven't done it because I have my
it's
school book.
it's
Okay.
fantasy, April says, in quotations.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it fantasy?
No, I mean there is it. I would say
It's
the
fantasy,
second
yes, it's
one has
fantasy.
more smut in it, but the 5th book is really bad.
I'm assuming it's not 50 Shades of Grey.
No, it's not. No.
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 Yes.
It's a lot of sexual tension. That's what it is.
Oh, of
Because
course.
okay, never mind, because you haven't read the other ones, and I'm not fighting with you. I refuse.
Don't spoil it.
From what Kirsten
Oh, I'm
has
not.
told me very simply, it's sexual tension, little sexual tension, more war.
Hmm.
Okay, I don't think you understood me correctly. So, it is a war series, like 100%, but it is a love story. So there is gonna be, the first book is sexual tension, not war, until the end. The second and third book, there is sex, there is romance, there is a
fucking
whole thing
Twilight.
on it.
Twilight
No, it
Princess.
is not Twilight.
No, I'm kidding.
And then it's very much becomes a war book. I actually did not read the 4th one, but that one's not really a big thing to read. The 5th one is war /
What is it good for?
woman empowerment / schmut. I will say the last one is like just that is just, and it makes fun of it too. Like it knows what kind of book it is. So but it's a good series. Like if it was a TV show, would enjoy it a lot because it has a good storyline.
Okay, fair enough.
So she
Um,
wants me to read that series, but I told her I would do that if you read the books I recommended.
Yeah.
So I
What
did
kind of porn books did he recommend?
Apparently, I've recommended books that she already said, she already read.
Yeah, a few of them. Yeah.
The Harry Potter series.
He's read
Totally.
that already. Yeah,
That's what he recommended. He's like, I want you to read The Prisoner of Azkaban.
So I'm looking through my
That's a
list.
great one.
I'm looking through my list on Audible. I did suggest, I think, some Dan Brown books as well, like the Da Vinci Code, that series.
I have not read Da Vinci Code, so
It's honestly not bad. That's actually pretty close with the movie.
So that may be something I go for instead of the other one
Okay, I'll let you switch if you want.
because I can't get into the other one.
So yeah, the book that we agreed on was James Patterson's The Shadow. It's a little bit dull and a little bit predictable, I will say.
Then why would you recommend it?
Well, I mean, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't I know it wasn't to her taste as what her book isn't to my taste. So
Yeah, she's having you read porn books.
It's not porn.
We all,
stupid ass.
we all know what kind of taste that is.
I'm listening to this at work, right? And I just I visibly cringe when it gets to, when it describe things in details. Like, why? You don't need to stop.
Oh, that would be the best hearing in audio.
The Robert
Can
Landon.
you imagine
books
being
are
the person that has to fucking read that shit?
No, I told him to listen to it through graphic audio, which it's like a movie in your head. So they have different actors play it and stuff, and there's music and there's sound effects, and it's not sex sound effects.
It's not sex.
But it's
pretty damn close.
No, it's not. But if it's more interesting that way because they have different actors play different characters. It's not just one reader. Me and Lynn are gonna fight.
I'm doing that for The Witcher. I'm doing the graphic audio stuff for The Witcher because
it's good.
The one for Courts of Thorns and Roses, they have it down in parts instead of the whole book.
Yeah,
and Witcher they have
how long the book. It's because of how long the book is.
But April's right. The Robert Langdon books are better, so I vote those. Yeah, the Robert Langdon series is the one you want to focus on for that stuff. There's funny enough, there's 4. I think there's 4 right now, with Origin being the recent one. I could be wrong. I don't think there's 5, but
yeah. So I mean, currently going through The Witcher. I've got the entirety of the Jason Bourne novel series. I have not started them yet because I want to finish The Witcher.
That would be interesting to read because you and I have always talked about sitting down and watching all those movies.
Watching all the movies. I'm still down for that. But yeah, so on my shelf in my room, yeah, I've got the entire book collection, but I refuse to start it till I'm done The Witcher.
Oh, there's 5. There is 5. There's 5? I thought there was 4. Da Vinci Code,
you'll be
Angels and Demons.
reading it when you're 50?
Inferno.
Yeah. Thanks, Kirsten.
What's after Inferno before Origin?
It's just a book called Bob.
Bob.
The Builder.
Oh, damn. I want to read that.
Lost Symbol. That's what it is. You're right. It's Lost Symbol. It's, Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, Lost Symbol, Inferno, then Origin. That's
Adult
right.
Bob the Builder book.
Hey, Kirk, what's up, man? I'm glad you're
Bob loses his job and has to deal with paying bills the hard way.
Yeah, and then has to figure out the whole is Da Vinci real? Is there codes and
that's what Bob's figuring out. I want to read this book. Sign me up. What's it called? Where do I get it?
Lost Bob.
Before we keep going, I just want to let you guys know that if you guys want to watch this on Twitch, as we do this live first before the recording.
He said doo-doo.
Please, you can go to twitch.tv/Beziie. It will be also in the description below so that you guys can catch us on Sunday nights now at 8 p.m. Eastern instead of Saturdays.
Why you're silently laughing in the background.
As you can see in the Off Kilter chat, this is where we do these lives on Twitch. So if you guys if you guys want to join us for that, please do. We would love to see you guys comment on what we talk about. All right, that's the end of my mid-roll advertisement, I guess, for this.
I have oh, there's an ad break in 17 seconds.
Ad break ends in 17 seconds.
Oh, never mind. The ad break's going on.
The ads, yeah, it's they're 30-second ads. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say then I won't fucking talk until the ads are done. Then
Well, I mean, we're
Why am I
still,
just
Yeah,
hitting
that
one
is
now?
gold.
we're still on you. Like this still will go on YouTube and Spotify. And
oh yeah,
dude.
shit, that's right.
Yeah, we're doing this for YouTube and
Idiot.
Spotify and all that.
Stupid ass.
Nah, this is only on Twitch. I won't talk until Twitch
Stupid.
back.
Thanks.
Fair
But
enough.
yeah.
Well, I mean, if my ads are ending, then everybody else's ads have got to be
Yeah,
fucking
the ads
ending,
are done now, so the people on Twitch can hear us. Again.
Yeah. I have read through the Percy Jackson book series multiple times.
I tried.
I
Sorry, go ahead.
no, you go.
I was just gonna say I tried listening to the Percy Jackson series. I got up to the third book where you meet Hades's kids.
Yeah, that's the third book. Yep.
Yeah. At the end of the book, you'll meet.
No.
his
Start
kid.
of the book.
Well, no, they're mentioned at the end of the third book as well because they find out who they are.
Oh
Pretty
yeah.
sure.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, that's how far I got up to. There's 5 books in the series, I believe, or sets.
that's yeah. I mean, that's part of the Greek part. When you
Yes.
go over to the Roman part, there's like 5 more books.
Oh yeah,
I've
I
only-
did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've read both like multiple times. Like
Nice.
read through them both multiple times.
I've only got to the beginning of the second book. I read the first book. I didn't mind it. I liked it actually. But then couldn't get into like I just didn't get into it as much.
I watched it or I read it because of the movies.
Yeah.
I think that's why I tried to
Those
start
books are really far off from the movies. So
Oh yeah, they are 100%. They are, but I think the TV show they said it was going to be more accurate to the book.
it kind of is. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I just really like the cast of the movies. So
No, he likes one cast member in the movies.
I like them all, Kirsten. It's not just one cast member.
But you know exactly what I'm thinking
who-
of.
know
who might that
exactly who
be?
you're thinking.
Who,
Yeah,
Lynn?
Kirsten,
What'd
who
you
would
say?
that be?
I don't know her name, but she's big boobs. That's the one
Oh.
he's thinking of.
She's talking about Alexandra
Mhm.
Daddario.
Yep. And he likes her.
God,
He's brought her up
damn,
before.
she's pretty.
So
Yep.
I think Lynn's about to look up what she looks like right now.
No, I know who she is.
I was gonna say, just look her up in Baywatch. You can tell exactly who she is.
God damn.
What?
What, the new
I'm just
Baywatch
kidding.
or the old Baywatch?
The new one.
New what?
Okay.
New Baywatch.
I don't know.
It's the new one.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I like
One or...
yeah.
But no,
The one with the Zac Efron in it.
Yes.
I never actually watched that movie.
Neither have I. I
probably
didn't care.
should.
I didn't care enough.
Dwayne Johnson and Zac Efron.
Yeah,
Bad
Yeah.
cast.
did not care enough.
Yeah, so I've read those books multiple times. I don't know, they're interesting. I don't mind Greek mythology, even though I still don't understand it all and probably won't look into it.
I mean, the Greek mythology is interesting. It's just when you get into like when it starts mixing into the Roman stuff, then it's kind of confusing.
I thought it got better as it mixed into the Roman stuff, honestly.
No, it's just because there's the Roman stuff have different like
Interpretations?
yeah, so it gets a little confusing for a second because they have different things. They have different meanings for theirs, but they're the same god at one point. Like that's where
they have different names.
not the names per se. It's because like Venus is Aphrodite,
Yeah.
but that's the Roman name for it, like that kind of stuff. But no, it's just a little bit different. That's all.
Yeah, it's like Ares and Mars.
Yeah,
Same fucking god, basically. Just one's Roman, one's Greek.
yeah.
So
But those are pretty good.
Len, you said you like reading the memoirs and like autobiographies. I hear the Jeanette McCurdy one was really good. I think Kirsten's mentioned it
Oh
multiple times.
yeah, that is.
Wasn't it really fucked?
Yeah,
It was just crazy. Like it's
Well, 'cause
just
it was-
wild to see,
It's-
like to hear, I guess, like what she went through as a childhood or a child.
Yeah, wasn't
Oh,
it basically
yeah.
just an entire court case against Dan Schneider?
no, her mom too.
Oh, yes, her mother played a big role in that too. That's
Yeah,
right.
her mom was fucked.
Yes.
That's why it's called I'm glad my mom died. Like that's
Is that what it's called? Oh,
Mhm.
fuck.
Yes.
Shit.
It's so like what happened to her is so fucked up.
Oh yeah, no, it's 100% fuck. And I mean, you don't even have to read the book to know like the baseline of what happened to her. But yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, she. I mean, she was good in the series, but she was
Well,
good
like
in but
they,
or did.
there was a lot of stuff behind the scenes, especially when Ariana Grande came like a part of it too.
Of
That
course. What else is new?
well, no, it's just. Did you read it, Lynn, at all?
Which one?
I'm glad my mom died.
Yes.
Okay,
I've read it
like
twice. I've actually listened to her read it twice.
it's
she
really good
reads
when
it?
she was. Yeah.
Mm. She does read it on the audiobooks, yes.
Well, it's like you see all these celebrities that like you're like, whoa, this is you wouldn't expect it to be like how it is, and then you read it and you just see it in a different light. Like with Ariana Grande when they were doing Sam and Cat, how fucked up that was because they were letting Ariana go to do all this stuff and they wouldn't let Jeanette. She had to turn down movies and a singing career, but Ariana could do it. Like it was like a whole thing by it.
Why?
And then you
Because
figure out like
Jeanette said no to Dan getting the Van Schneider.
I don't know if it was that per se. I think it was just
'Cause
I don't know.
he was a big problem of it all.
Well, and Dan Schneider's like suing everybody right now for it, but
How can he sue? He's fucked.
defamation.
Oh, fuck yourself.
But like it's a good book. It's just you see like she ended up dating someone a lot older than her, and then her mom was like going off on her about it and calling her like a whore. And then at the end of it goes, but our refrigerator's broken, send more money. Like that was like a constant thing she had to suffer.
Oh yeah.
Like
That's
at one
fucked.
point she was like weighing I think she said that she was like weighing like 89 pounds and she told her mom like, "Look mom, I'm skinny now." Like it was like a whole thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a good book in the sense of like you see that like childhood like how they were treated was so awful,
Oh yeah.
and it's a good book to see in like how her point of view, but at the same time it's just like it's just sad as a whole. But it is a good book. But that's the same way as like if you read any of the memoirs from like the Glee stars, that's just like Naira Vera, hers is really fucked up.
Going
Like
back to Jeanette's thing, was it just her or was
yeah.
it Miranda that had problems too?
I think Miranda she did, but she didn't I think she gave into it more.
Oh,
That was the whole thing, I think, for a lot of them, and Lynn can tell me if I'm wrong on that. But like if they gave into it, not in the sexual way, but just like didn't fight it, they got to do a lot more things.
Mm.
Like, you know, you have where Jeanette was like she just kept her mouth shut about it, and you know, she ended up being able to do a music career and a little bit and was able to go back to, you know, doing the show. And then if you think of like the Victorious cast, you know, they didn't say anything and they've kept their mouth shut the entire time. And they've had somewhat decent careers like Ariana Grande, what's her name? The one that played
Victoria Justice?
no, she
Elizabeth?
no. Yeah, Elizabeth, like she's done a little better. No, Victoria Justice, like she's spoken up a little bit about Dan Schneider. She got shit on because of Ariana Grande.
Yeah, there was a
So
giant feud between those two.
yeah, so there's like that kind of stuff, but for the most part, it's just the whole thing with the Nickelodeon stuff is just really sad as a
Nickelodeon's
whole.
fucked. My pupper's sleeping.
Yeah,
Sorry, got
but
just sidetracked.
those memoir books are pretty good for the most part.
Lynn,
Damn.
Do you want to kind of describe to us what the Matthew McConaughey one is?
She isn't.
All right.
Oh, have you? Oh, have you? I thought you said you read that. You read that one.
No.
I think she said
No.
she wanted to
No.
read it, or
Yeah,
Kirsten recommended it.
Yeah, I've read it. That one's really good.
April has not read any of them.
Did you read the Matthew Perry one?
No. It's
Oh,
on
okay.
No,
that
she.
one is the one that's on my list.
Oh, it's on your
I
list.
did
Okay.
I did listen to the Britney Spears one.
Oh, you did
Not-
listen to
That
the
one
Britney
is
Spears-
so
okay.
good.
It's really good. It actually yeah. It changed I don't know, like the books it makes you wonder if they're all real or if they're just all made up. But
I'm
if
not
it
real.
was actually, I know you're real.
I'm not real.
You never let us forget it.
I'm a figment of. I'm a fig.
A figment of your imagination.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Imagination.
I haven't been able to talk at all today.
No.
Unless it's dumb shit, then it's come straight out of my mouth perfectly clear.
Vomits up the
Story of my
crap
life.
words. Ray, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, man. I really appreciate it. With a message.
Fuck you, Ray.
With a message saying, "Shut up, Alex."
1v1 me and hopscotch.
So, question to the chat then, since we're doing this on Twitch. What is your favorite book and your favorite genre to read?
I'm gonna be honest, like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series was good too.
I never
Stop.
read those.
It was so good.
I really enjoyed it. I know it's supposed
It
to be
was
like more kid-friendly books.
Mhm.
I guess that's how I'm gonna put it.
The movies were also really good.
Yeah, honestly, like, and that was the first. Like, that actually has to be one of the first book series that I've read without watching the movies first. But yeah, it was pretty good.
What about Captain Underpants?
Oh,
Captain
I read-
Underpants, always
I
a
read-
classic.
Yep, I read
Yes.
Captain Underpants. It was at every book fair that was in my school. My grade.
Yes.
Classic book on. Yeah. Classic.
Speaking of kids' books, did you guys read any of the Junie B. Jones books?
Yes. Oh
Those
my
things
god.
fucking
did, but I
slap.
don't remember.
Yes.
Oh my
I did, but I don't remember. Like, that's the thing, is like it was so long ago I don't remember.
Those were so good of books.
Junie B. Jones. My goodness.
What is Junie B. Jones?
Wow.
I don't know what that is.
Grade 2 chapter book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a book about like a girl that basically like she was extremely like clumsy and shit.
Okay.
And she just kind of like
Mhm.
casually messed up shit wherever she went.
Why does it sound
There's
like
Yeah.
sounds like Mr.
There's
Magoo?
one book. There's one of those books of the Junie B. Jones books that I always picked up at the library like every second week. And
Mhm.
it's the one where she stays at the school after school because she wants, I don't know why she was staying. I can't remember why, but
Oh, I did not
it
read
was
that
one that I will always read.
Like that, I don't know. They might be, like I said, they might be more like kids' book, but they were so good. See, even April remembers Junie B. So
Those are
good.
books.
Just to let
Yeah,
every,
those are good.
just let everybody know. Usually we have April here, but she essentially called in sick, so we have Parker here as our backup for tonight's stream, and I appreciate you filling in, Lynn, taking your time and doing that.
But she took a sick day.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so you owe her sick pay then.
Right.
Junie B. Jones and the Stupid Smelly Bus. That was my favorite book.
Did you guys ever read the Magic Treehouse books and stuff like that? I know.
I thought you were gonna say Magic
I
School
think I've
Bus.
seen those books. I don't think I've read them.
Yeah.
I want to hear and see this goblin. It's fine. He owes you sick pay.
I owe you sick pay. So, we have Ray and April that answer the question. So we have Ray saying he likes to read sci-fi. So here,
What kind of sci-fi?
I'm gonna take a guess here, and I think I have 3 guesses, but I think I can get him the first shot. I think he likes to read the Halo books.
The what
Nah,
books?
he wouldn't like that.
Halo books.
The which?
Halo.
Oh, Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Oh.
that's not his thing. He doesn't like anything Halo. Couldn't be him.
Yes and no. And no. All right. What's the no, Ray?
Okay.
What else do you like to read for sci-fi?
I'd say I remember the Just books by Andy Griffith. And April, is Hatchet a series?
And Hatchet, I guess so. I can only imagine. April loves the Harry Potter series, and she likes the book
Not
Pride and
good.
Prejudice. I
can't get past the writing. It's just
Why not?
they talk in Old English.
Ah, ye old faithful.
Yeah, I've never read
Not
Pride
all
and
of it,
Prejudice.
but
I don't have a favorite genre reprint. Oh, well, there you go.
Not all Halo books, Ray says.
not all Halo books.
I
That's
don't know.
funny.
I like. It's not like if you gave me a book and you're like it's romance, I would be like, ugh, gross. No, won't read it. So I don't. I agree with April. I don't think I'd really have a genre I'd stick to. If I like a book, I like a book.
Yeah, like
Basically how it is.
I've dabbled in a little bit of sci-fi as well. I've read the Ender books. Remember the movie? I think it's Ender's Child or something like
Ender's
that.
Game. Ender's
Ender's
Game.
I was gonna say
Galleryman?
Ender's
Yeah,
Game.
yeah, that one. That's actually the first book in a trilogy, and I read it, and you know what? It's pretty good. I really like that sci-fi book.
What was the
Um,
series I was trying to read?
I don't think Hunger Games is sci-fi. Hey,
No, I don't
Eh?
think Hunter Games is
probably
sci-fi.
not. It'd
No,
be almost kind of like fantasy, almost, but
it's
not
yeah,
quite.
it's
Um,
young adult and fantasy, I think.
YA
another
book, yeah.
another good one that I can think of that was that I actually read through was The Host.
Ghost
I
is good. That's a long fucking
I don't
book.
know what that is.
And
Oh,
the
it's a
other one,
Stephanie
what was
Meyer
the other
book.
one that I had?
Mhm. Host was
Mm,
good. Why you think of another one? I want to jump back into the Greek about the Greek stuff. I did listen to Homer's Iliad and Odyssey. It was on Audible. The
Like Homer
lang
Simpson.
that language
yeah,
You're an idiot.
that
that's where my brain
language
went.
was rough to listen to, but it was still really interesting to hear something that's that old and was translated when was translated.
Problem with your
Yeah, Homer Stewart. What? What?
problem?
What?
Actually,
You gave me shit when I said Homer Simpson.
Oh, of course you're an idiot. Yeah.
Yeah, I said problem.
actually,
Of
and
course you're an idiot.
also when it comes to mythology books, I also read the Journey to the West with Sun Wukong. It's that's actually a really cool one too. If you get a chance to read it or find it.
Read.
Yeah. I found it on Audible. So
I cannot get into those kind of. I wish I could, but I find it so boring. But when I get the information, I'm like, oh, that's super cool. But reading it, I can't do it
you
because
know what's
I use reading to get into another world,
mhm.
not into. I don't know. I just can't. I've tried.
You know, it's funny because I was actually doing research for Sun Wukong because of our D&D campaign. And I thought, well,
Oh.
why would I go to Wikipedia if I can just read the book? So I found the book and I listened to it. And I listened to it
Has
and
anybody
then
tried? Oh, sorry, go on.
no, no, I was just saying like and I used it for our D&D
Uh,
D&D campaign.
huh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Any of you read the Atlantis Grail series?
No.
No, is it good?
I tried to, I couldn't because I thought it was fucked.
Oh.
The whole point is like an asteroid's like going towards the Earth, like that's gonna destroy it. So, like the Atlantis-born people come to the Earth to like get the kids so they can build a new civilization. So it's a bunch of people. Like the first book is basically a bunch of kids being separated from their families. I'm like, nah, can't read this. Don't like it.
Mhm.
But
Ray,
apparently, it's a good book series.
Ray, I will agree with you that that they do jump the shark a little bit. But did you read I think it was called Xenomorph? I think was the last book in that series, Ray? I don't know if you saw it or not. I don't know if you read it or not.
Does
I have
this have
not that like
anything to do with
it's literally
Alien versus Predator?
no. I think it's like Xenomorph or Xeno something. It's the last book of the series. It's the last book of the trilogy, right? If you have a chance and find it, you should read it just to finish
I
it
wonder
off.
if Alien books.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the Alien book series, like, because it's got to be. You can't tell me it's not based off books.
I don't know if those movies are based off books or not.
The Alien
Alien
Yeah,
and
series?
Predator.
multiple novels and short stories. Okay, yeah.
Mhm,
Um,
probably.
yeah, I guess it would probably be just like
I remember attempting reading 2 of the sequel novels and I pretty much forgot.
Hmm.
Woo!
Aliens books in order. Alien Under the Shadows.
Yeah.
Alien Sea of Sorrow. Yeah, so there's a book series to it.
Mhm.
It's not just because I figured somebody had to get the idea somewhere.
I will say that like Ray reading Halo, I have read the Assassin's Creed books. There are books that deal with the game itself, the actual games,
Mhm.
and there are books that are off the main games and have their own story.
Off the
So,
beaten path.
yeah, pretty much. Like there's one called Assassin's Creed Gold where it's really cool where they immerse you. How they immerse you is because it's an audio book only. The assassin that she syncs with is blind. So and they tell the story that way through the eyes of a blind man.
I was thinking of looking into like the Tom Clancy books.
Tom Clancy is that's another one I love to read. It's fantastic. The Jack Ryan series is really good. I think the last one I read was Rainbow Six Siege. But
That game is garbage.
But yes, that's what
Listen,
the book's
yeah.
called, Rainbow Six Siege. Yes.
As somebody who's put in over 1,000 hours in Siege, fuck that game.
You're off the beaten path.
It
as
used to
April
be fun.
says.
It used to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm off I don't have a path. I just
You're just there.
flock. I just flock in the fields.
You flock. You frolic in the fields.
That's it. I frolic in the fields.
I gotcha. But yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
Tom
Clancy's really
I like rolling around in the grass,
good. In the grass.
down the hill.
Actually, I'm gonna look through my. I'm gonna look through my Audible collection right now to see what else I've read or I've listened to.
I just was looking at mine, and mine was there's a show I'm watching called Outlander,
Okay.
and I've read the books for it, and I totally forgot I've read the books for it.
Oh, actually, I think the one author I was surprised that I would enjoy was Neil Gaiman. And
Okay.
and the reason I started reading his few of his books is because of the Sandman show that was on Amazon Prime. So
Okay,
so I watched the first act. I really enjoyed it. They said the second act was coming out, it hasn't yet. So I thought, fuck it, I'll read the books instead. So I read Act 1, 2, and 3, and it was really good. I really enjoyed the Sandman a lot, and I recommend that as a read.
It got quiet.
Yeah, sorry. April says, Outlander. I read the books up until about 2 years ago, so no idea how it ends. I couldn't get past the first few episodes of the show.
You have to get past this, you have to get past the part with the Jacobites. You have to get to the part when Claire and Jamie get together. Once you get that, it goes by super fast, but it gets super dark.
So I have a question. How graphic are the Game of Thrones novels compared to the show?
I can only imagine very much so.
Well, I mean, does everybody screw their second cousin, or I don't know how they're related, but the point is, sisters? I was gonna say it. Okay. The novels are very graphic. Okay.
I think she may be saying that in general, or I don't know if she's.
No, they're very.
What you saw on camera was just the visual of what was written.
Oh, I will tell you something. I'll tell you when it comes actually speaking of that topic, the book called It. Now, there have been multiple movies about It. There are multiple movies about It. There's an old movie and then they rebooted the movie. There were two parts in the movies, and in the book, this is an 18+ stream. I think I've said this before, but I'll just kind of gloss over it very quickly. There is a very unfortunate scene in the book that's not in the movies for a very good reason. And if you know what I'm talking about, if you've read the book, you know it's disgusting. And he went into too much detail. And that's all I'm going to say because we're doing this for YouTube.
Fair enough.
With Outlander, it does the same thing.
Oh, sorry.
Was that?
No, you're good. No, Outlander does the same thing.
Outlander does the same thing?
Where there's a part in the show and the books that you're just like, oh my fucking god, it's so bad.
Ooh.
Yeah, April, I haven't watched Game of Thrones really, so from all I know, just like Lynn said, everybody just kind of fucks her sister, and you see titties. That's about it, I believe.
And you see the odd head getting cut off.
Oh yeah, but I was meaning more towards like sex, but fair enough.
Oh, and you see the odd dragon here and there.
Yes.
Yay, dragons!
Right.
Ray heard a rumor about the book ending being closely to how the show ended. I don't know if that's true or not. I've never seen the ending. I heard the ending sucked. Nobody liked it because it was so rushed.
What, you liked it?
Nobody liked it.
Now I kind of want to order this fucking book series, but I've already got like 3 series I need to read.
Which
Son
one?
of a bitch, I gotta read books. I hate it here.
Which series were you looking at?
The Alien series.
Really? Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Like they got all 7 books in a collection on Amazon, but
How much?
well, it's $66.99 Canadian.
That's not bad. I believe the Dark Tower one is like over $100.
But like I said, though, I've got like I still got like 5 fucking Witcher books at least. I've got how many?
I never
Uh,
thought Alex would have a list of book series that he wants to but hasn't gotten around to.
It's just like games.
Yeah, I know it's weird. I know
It is
weird.
just like games. He has a series of games. He has games he has, but he just doesn't play.
I was gonna say, I know that there's books out there that
Hold
I
on.
really want to read, but
I'll be right back. Let me count real quick.
Oh, he's counting.
Oh shit.
He's counting how many series of books he needs to read.
A lot.
So actually, my friend Catherine got me into an author called Leah Bardugo, and
Somewhere.
hers. So I've read two of her series books so far. One was called The Ninth House. Essentially,
Oh,
yeah.
I do know. I know who you're talking about.
Oh, this is the other book I suggested to you, but I believe you said no.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I believe you said no. So yeah, The Ninth House, which is essentially she's in Harvard, called the Leaf House. It's essentially like a mediator between the other occult houses on campus to make sure that their rituals don't get noticed and don't go out of control. And the other one that she had that I read, the first book was called The Six Crows, which I really, really enjoyed. It's about a essentially a gang about to go to a gang war, and then something really big happens that Kaz has to figure out how to get the job done. I won't spoil it as much in case you guys want to read it.
Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. I have 10 of the Bourne series books, and apparently there's 20.
There's hold on. Whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah,
There's
a lot.
how many books?
Like
20.
there's 3 original books, of course, and then there's like continuations, and yeah, there's like 20
Oh
in
my
total.
god.
Yeah, you have
I have
different
10 of
you have
them.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, they're by different authors.
Oh my god. Okay. That makes
It's
more
like
sense.
it's like Star Wars.
That makes
It's like
more
Star Wars.
sense.
There's many
Okay.
authors
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, there's a lot of shit to read. And I have 10 of those books sitting on the shelf.
Funny enough, the producers of the show rushed the ending of the show because they were offered either a Star Wars movie or a series of Star Wars movies by Disney, but then Disney a year later canceled on that deal. And honestly, I thought that was some pretty funny.
It was
Of course
what's
it
their name? It's the brothers.
Russo brothers?
It was like
Russo.
the Russo brothers. Yeah, they were supposed to do what's his name? This movie. Han Solo.
Oh.
They were supposed to do Han Solo, and I believe that was the movie.
Man.
It's either that or it was the Last Jedi.
Star
Let me
Wars lied
see.
to me. He never flew solo.
Let me see.
Skip right past that. Sorry, buddy. Gotta push that out of the way so that she can think about it. April says not surprising. The part with Randall and Jamie going back to Outlander for a second in prison. I wondered if it made it to the show.
It did. It's so bad. It is so bad. It is. I've rewatched the show because they have one more season before they finish the series, and I was rewatching, like, trying to, because I haven't watched season 5, 6, or 7. I've seen all the way through 4. And I was like, let me rewatch it. And I got to that part and I had to skip it because that scene and then the scene with Fergus and Randall, I could not do it. It is the literally worst thing ever. And it makes me hate Frank's character so much. Like, I hated Frank's character in the books, but I liked him in the series until that part. It made me realize it's so graphic. It's bad.
So I'm just gonna call Alex out here a little bit because audio listeners don't know what's happening. Alex has Alex has a big Ziploc bag,
man.
a big bag of cinnamon hearts, And
Oh,
I need to
shit.
know how many of you guys are a fan of Cinnamon Hearts as much as he is.
Nobody.
No.
Yeah, but hey,
Absolutely nobody.
Alex, I'm trying to
Sounds
find you friends
disgusting.
here,
Pass 'em over.
okay?
I get it. I'm a
Pass 'em
fucking
over.
freak, okay? But these things are
Like,
Pass
delicious.
them over.
Like it's a
I'll have
huge,
some.
it's a
Oh, yeah,
huge
Lynn likes them
bag
too.
of Cinnamon Hearts.
Yeah.
Lynn, they
I'll
probably
sit
won't
down
be
with
finished by the time you get here again, so
Well, you
realistically.
promised me some this past summer. So like, what the
I'm
fuck?
sorry, I forgot about it.
Fine. We'll get Cinnamon Hearts and Taco Bell when we come out there in August.
All right, deal.
I don't know what.
Who remembers the hatchet? I think April was
I have
think
heard of
April
it.
I think April was talking about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Why does
She
the
did
hatchet
mention it.
Why does the hatchet sound familiar?
I
Well,
have
'cause
heard
it's
of
a
it. I
weapon.
have not read it.
Shut up, Alex.
It's popular to read in high school.
That might be it. That actually might be why.
Damn, Daniel.
Back at it again with the
Brian's
white
Lane,
pants.
Brian's Hunt. I don't remember if I read the hatchet or not. Huh. I'm actually, but I'll have to figure it out later to see if I did or not.
What the fuck, Richard?
Okay.
That's what I was-
Jesus.
All right.
Scared the fuck out of me.
Then I must have read. Then we must have read it in high school then, or I read it in grade school. I don't know. In
Like I
English.
said, it's something popular to read in high school.
Yeah.
You
I think
probably
so.
did some kind of book report on it in like English
Probably.
class or some
Probably.
shit.
The boy who crashes in the Canadian wilderness. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Apparently there are 5 books.
I was in the Canadian wilderness one time.
When I hit
Well, that
When
really
I-
just shut Lynn up.
when I got to high school, I think I was probably grade 10. They brought in native studies
Mm-hmm.
as a second to taking
English.
Fuck book reports,
I
by
think it
the
was
way.
just history. I
Oh.
think it was just history class. So instead of taking history class, you could go and take native studies. One, obviously, you would learn about history, and the other one, you would learn about the beginning of Canada with
Mm.
What do you mean? We were always
the
here.
first people that settled here. And yeah, I think maybe they had read it in that class, or
Mhm.
maybe it was English. I'm not sure.
Ray did his book report once on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Book reports were the worst fucking part of grade school.
Oh, see, I enjoyed my book report. You say grade school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Why?
never did book reports in grade school.
We
Oh, we did.
That was awesome.
honestly we stopped doing book reports when we got to high school.
No,
That's why
high
was
school
better.
is when I did it the most.
I fucking hate book reports.
No, I did the most fucked up books I could find, and that
Yay.
to write a
Nice.
book report about, because that way I could really get into it, like A Clockwork Orange and Perfume. Don't read those books. Don't watch those movies. Those movies and books are fucked up as fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really interesting if you like psychedelic, fucked up movies and books, but they're like Perfume's about a guy that rips people's skins off to make the perfect perfume.
Oh, nice. That sounds
Yeah.
great.
That's
Not
lovely.
really ripped. It's not really ripped. He like kills, because he has no sense of smell, but he can, or he has like too much sense of smell, but he doesn't have a smell himself. And so like it's a whole thing. And then A Clockwork Orange is actually a very popular movie and book. That's fucked up.
Okay.
But very good to write books about.
Mm-hmm.
Or not write books, stupid reports.
So I guess here's a question that we did talk a little bit about this, but when you realized a game that you enjoyed was a book, did you go read it? Like Alex
A
was talking
game?
about the
I don't
like,
actually think about them.
Yes.
okay. So yeah, so like I said, when I learned Assassin's Creed had books, I read the books and then I read the other story. I read the other
Does that mean
story
there's a
that's
novel
based
series
off
for
of
Mortal
the
Kombat?
universe.
Probably.
I have picked up a few League books recently, and there's a couple more
League
that I
books?
want to look into. Yeah.
Oh,
I've got a Realms of Runeterra, and then I got the Arcane graphic novel.
oh.
It's not even really necessarily graphic novel. It's like a whole book compiled of how they made Arcane
Oh.
and all of like the drawings and the planning and all of that, and
No,
how
that's
they
cool.
did all of the yeah, it's really neat.
Wait, so you're telling me after playing the game and already wanting to smash your head off a wall, you go and read the books?
I haven't actually opened up the Realms of Runeterra. I'm actually kind of curious, and I'm gonna go get it.
Oh, okay. She's off to go
Fucking
get it.
League. Son of a
don't-
bitch, fucking League.
I don't think there's a game that I've played that I've read a book. Like I've done that with TV shows,
I
but
used to-
not
You haven't done
game.
it? Yeah.
As a kid, I used to like reading the Godzilla books.
Oh, nice.
It's
I didn't
always
even know
sparked
Godzilla-
my interest.
I didn't even know Godzilla
Like-
had books.
Yeah, they had books.
Like I'm trying to think. Side note, like a lot of HBO shows are
Okay.
from books originally.
I mean, I read
And
the books that were
then-
just a bunch of Garfield comics.
Yeah, that's what's 10 out of 10. Or like the Riverdale, like the Archie,
Yeah, the Archie comics.
the Betty and Veronica, and yeah.
Can we
Which
just
is-
back up
well,
a second to that Garfield comic and just relive Calvin and Hobbes for a second?
Who?
You've not read Calvin and Hobbes?
Yes,
Yes, I
I know. I
have.
believe I know who Calvin and Hobbes are. It's I believe
Wow.
it's a newspaper comic about a kid and his stuffed tiger, but in the kid's mind, the tiger's an imaginary friend and real.
No, Tiger's real. We talked to him earlier.
you're so dumb.
Christ.
So dumb.
Just slow down.
I'm trying to look at
How's popping in more
books that were
standard
turned
arts?
into movies.
I'm that old. I remember the Windsor Star briefly showing comments of Calvin and Hobbes in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I keep seeing Calvin and Hobbes on Facebook. Like there's like little the newspaper stuff on.
Oh, there's the Nicholas Sparks.
Can we have scholastic
What?
book fairs for adults?
That's called a
That's just a
library.
bookstore.
That's just called
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's-
it's not the
that's just-
same.
Oh,
That's
Barnes
just
and
called going
Noble.
to your local
local library buddy.
chapters.
And chapters.
It's
Yeah.
not the same. They're pricier.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're adult. They're for adults.
I know, but the scholastic book fair always had badass books that were cheap.
It's called Drive to
Oh.
Chapters. You lazy.
No. No. That's still expensive. Scholastic book fair was not expensive.
You were a kid.
This shit was reasonably priced.
Played.
Black.
I fucked it up.
I think, guys, honest request: can we hang out once a month at Chapters?
I mean, I'm down to
No,
go
I
get
mean-
Starbucks.
That's why Alex is going
That's the only reason I'll go.
for the Starbucks.
Yeah. Actually, no. They do have an assortment of
We can, right?
board games.
Yeah, we can for sure. You say board games?
She said board games.
Yeah, they have board games at Chapters. Yeah,
Yes, we can, right?
absolutely.
To answer your question, yes. The answer is
Rain
yes.
wants to start a
Oh.
book club.
I want to join, but I'm not in Canada.
We be old ladies.
I mean, we can
I have a book.
we can still do
I-
it.
I have a book club that I'm a part of that's all females, so I can do.
That's just a
You guys-
stereotype.
It's just all females. 'cause we
So you
love
like
stuff.
picking out books for people, do you, Josh?
What?
Oh,
What-
Alex got a bad idea in his head.
Who's that a bad idea in my head?